Alright, everybody. Welcome in. Come on in. Filter in. Please. Make yourself at home. Today, we play Call of Juarez, Gunslinger. I don't know anything about this game. It was recommended to me by a Donut Sharky. Because she said that it might be a fun game to watch. So, I've seen that it's like Red Dead-esque and Borderlands-esque. So we'll see how it goes. I played a little bit of the beginning just to make sure the controls all worked. This game is bad, it's on you. True. Very true. But I think the reviews were like overwhelmingly positive, so you know. Also, so how is the volume? Is it good? Should the game be louder? Should my voice be louder? Balanced? That was good so far? Okay. Let me know should I need to change it. But yeah, let's get started, shall we?
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Okay. Alright. Ye fucking you've yeed your last haul, sir.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
You've been awarded experience for collected nuggets of truth. Thanks.
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Hey, thanks for the bit. Appreciate that. Welcome in, Apathetic Ah. Hope you're doing well. that's the funny thing they were just talking about. I thought that would have been more haha funny, though.
You heard Pat. You need to stay here and keep an eye on the road. That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Now, shoot that sumbitch!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico
leveled
was
up.
paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Iron sight slows down time. Yeah. So this is shotgun. What game? This is Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Came out in like 2013. Still recommended it. We'll do a long range.
Hey, we have one behind us! Stay on it! Covering fire! Someone shoot that bastard! You hear me? I'm putting you down!
Ow! Bark, 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 bark.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Oops. Okay, I missed again. Bro, what? Hello?
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Alright.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Climb this, okay.
The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do?
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Can't hear you! God damn you!
Another one down.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiot!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
Ouch.
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Anything up here? Ooh. There are like collectibles and stuff. I did get one when I was testing the game. It looks like they don't come back. So I might adventure a little bit just to make sure that I find stuff.
And like that, I was inside. None the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave.
What's up, Dirty Dave?
Deader than a rat in a trap.
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Bowdry.
How about that? Huh? You like
Yeah,
that?
that thing.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
$500, dead or alive.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Where the hell Garrett get to?
He was like, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Where'd he come from?
What? Okay. Gratuitous destruction.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention."
Yeah, give me some ammo first, though.
Me. And I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway.
Wait, did Dirty Dave die?
Dumbass
No,
said I
Dirty
worked
Dave.
back then.
Oh god, nobody died.
Those poor sons of bitches.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that
Ouch.
many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please.
This
call
guy's
me
got a door?
Silas now, where was I?
What is this, Elden Ring?
You were heading for the barn.
It just brought a shield to a gunfight.
I'm gonna cut you, boy.
Alright.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds like Garrett
Ouch.
hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Okay. Nice. I did level
Just when I
up.
thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Okay, we'll do that, I guess.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken.
Not the chickens. I get experience for this. Could be worth it. I missed. I missed. Okay, you live this time. It's so funny that he comments on you shooting him, yeah.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Yet I couldn't shoot rats. Rats are mammals. Nobody cares about birds.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake. And that you killed him in a fair fight.
I wanted to shoot his
Is
gun.
that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Right? I don't want to, you know, mess with the timelines, so.
Stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Enjoy the way the storytelling is done? Yeah. Okay. I think it was a bit easy after all. Bro, it was the first mission. Leave me alone. Don't tell me the game is too easy.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio. All right.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too.
Oh. Wink.
My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
The trap, don't leave your cell. I think I'm gonna leave my cell.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Hey, man.
The kids escaped, raised a huge ruckus. Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer.
That's what they're
Blow a
expecting.
man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing.
What, am I just supposed to sit in there? I'm doing that.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that
Just
wood was
planks
slippery as hell.
falling
Whole
from
town was up in
the
arms.
sky.
And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Oh, I got my 6-shooter again.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
Ow!
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
Okay, leveled up again. Nice. Additional zoom while aiming. Okay. We'll look around for any more stuff.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
It's nice that they let you know. I picked up a thing for that, though. Otherwise, I don't think it tells you. I picked up, like, it was for a level up.
Let's do this. Get your headstone!
There's children here.
We're gonna be a decent.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those
Yeah, just walked through and
four-legged
shot me in the face.
smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Come out, you yellow bastard! Leave him to me. Oh, that was just too damn close.
Put down your weapon.
No.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Yeah, I don't care.
That town's going to hell in a headlight.
Now where? Oh, I see.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
There's gonna be a shootout over here. Oh, that was cool.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Death is too good for him.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
It would be a mean-ass shotgun. I don't even have the shotgun anymore. Gave it up for the rifle. Ouch. Who did that? Who shot me? You?
Stupid son of a bitch!
Just shooting me. There's somebody a long ways away. You? All the way over there. He's a sharpshooter, I guess. I get experience for destroying the pillar, the pumpkin. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Yes.
I'm here. Don't let him get away.
You won't get away with this.
Get out here.
Surrender yourself.
I was out of ammo. Okay. Ouch. All right. It's a good thing I can take a lot of bullets, I guess.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. "Hello, Bob," I said. "I think you better let me go." And he says, "I don't think
Nice
so,
gut.
boy. Not with my shotgun." So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself. I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Smash R like loco during the reload sequence to insert rounds faster. Huh.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Cowboys were a huge outlaw gang led by Old Man Clayton. Curly Bill and Johnny Ringo were two of his most deadly pistoliers. Ooh.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
None.
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often do. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to it.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge.
Ouch. Ow.
But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Where are you, man?
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was
Thank you
much
for the
less
gifted sub.
impressive without
Appreciate
bullets
that.
to back it up.
God damn you!
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
I am dead.
Luckily, Serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Who is Ronzovisk? I have no idea who that is, but you gifted them a sub. It's nice.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow.
Ouch.
Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. That Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo.
This isn't the beach. This is a
That stroke of
bathtub.
good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack.
Teddy,
I was
chill.
done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat.
Oh God, I need to reload. No.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Oh, you want to be timed out? I'm not gonna time you out. Unless you want me to.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come.
Ouch.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Don't know what it is. You're mashing buttons trying to figure it out. So a timeout is basically you're silenced in chat for a certain amount of time. So you can pay to do that to yourself. Not really pay, but you know, use the points to do so. Ouch. Team that Pokemon, Fart Knocker. That's a pretty good Pokemon name.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Ow! Yep.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive.
That's
and told
picking my
Ike and Billy
Overwatch
Clanton
skin.
that it wasn't a Mexican.
You
who
don't
took their
have to
father's
redeem
life
them.
that
You
day.
could literally just ask
They just
what they
assumed
do.
it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually
pick my
led to
Overwatch
that
skin,
legendary gunfight at the OK
that is
Corral.
like, you can pick a skin for me to use for one of my Overwatch characters. Highlight this. Yep, that highlights your message.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first, I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brooks.
Earth's coming! Get ready, boys.
His busy points. Nice autocorrect.
You can run!
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp,
Hated
grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Oh, what?
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down.
I did not hear that one at all.
So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
I think the game is just kind of loud, so it drowns out the sound. We'll have to turn up the sound alerts, maybe, if we can. But thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Still didn't add a sound to the 100 bit? I thought we had one before. Thought there was one for 1, 100, 1,000, 10,000, all that. Oh.
There were killers around every
Gotta go
corner,
by it.
all wearing
Have
red
a
bandanas.
good rest of your day.
That's how the Cowboys identified
Have
each
fun.
other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lumber should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
How do you like that? But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal.
Alright, get this. Nice. Legendary weapon unlocked.
Well, to
Oh,
get to that
nice.
loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
What?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Thank you for the other bit. Appreciate that. Thank you for the combined 103 bits. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you coming in.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack. Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Oh. All right. Ouch.
Waste your bullets. Go ahead. Death is too good for 'em.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
We're gonna ride the train now. Whoa! Time? Yep. Up the thing. Thanks.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil. Just me and you.
What?
That sumbitch Earth sent you to kill me? Come on out, son. Kill that annoying son of a bitch. Did that sumbitch Earth send you to kill me?
Ah!
Hiding like a scared little puppy. Get out here.
No.
Make him pay for this. Get him, boys. You're going to the gates of hell. Kill that murderous cocksucker. No one.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Man, I'd be killing everyone.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend
I'm
for
your
you, boy.
Huckleberry.
But the
I
legend
could be
ain't
your
always true.
Huckleberry.
Doc Holliday
Nice.
had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Fastest gun. Take your targets faster. Your speed of aiming any weapon will be increased by 30%. Nice.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Nice. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink. We're back.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. as the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous?
Who the hell is that?
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
I thought those like boxes would explode. They did not. That is what it... Okay, so they just... they hadn't rendered in yet. That was the issue. I was like, oh, explosives. I'll just... The only thing I can see is this box that they're standing by. That wasn't it. It was not it. Ow.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Ouch.
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
Okay. Alright, I'm never gonna shoot any dynamite ever again. I don't understand.
James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's son. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish. Seeing that there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere. One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone. Did I have any second thoughts about what I was doing? No.
No. Ouch.
You ain't beefing me.
I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, But once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
This is our goal now.
All right.
Do you know who we are?
Do you know who I am? What?
You can't beat the odds.
Okay, no. Ranger.
You're done.
Ouch. I did not know there was somebody up there.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion. Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked.
Huh. Okay. My bad.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to Kingdom Come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. All it takes is one tiny spark, and boom.
Okay.
Take that asshole! I will drop you down a mine shaft.
All right.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Whoa!
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Up. That was kind of sick. Ah.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
Okay, that was a stage death.
Instead, I spotted a ladder
I
way
went all
into the
that-
mine from the opposite
Wait, and
side.
it retcons it? What the fuck? It's like, I actually didn't do that. Because that would be dumb, and I would die. What the fuck?
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder.
Am I gonna have to dodge a bullet while climbing down?
I needed to make a leap of faith.
I...
Which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
Yep.
I was determined not to give up, however. That Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
A nugget is somewhere nearby. But where? Doing this the old-fashioned way.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
You can run.
Plummer was a mad dog killer.
What?
And the people of Nevada City deserved better.
No!
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but
Meant
that's
to do
neither
that?
here nor there.
I will drop you down a mine shaft.
Do not do that. Do not drop me down a mine shaft. Bro, the dynamite. Bro. Bro.
I do not deserve to die like this.
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Here we go, man.
They're gonna need a dust well. This day is just getting worse and worse for you.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
Come on, boys. What? Nice.
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold.
He only threw one dynamite? Alright.
Now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Nice.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself. I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
That's not what I wanted. Alright, I'll just throw that dynamite, I guess.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was coldin' a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres to the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and... Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew, as most of them were wanted as well. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Where did my inlaid revolver go? Okay.
Sorry, son of a bitch!
Oh.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him! Stop that son of a bitch!
Where are you?
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
What? Why does it sound like there's somebody over here?
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Candy? 7 months? Holy. What up, gang? Oh, you know. Just living it up in the Wild West, as I do here in America. Hopefully you're doing well, Candy. Sorry I missed your stream earlier. I had a very late night and ended up sleeping at like a normal time. Hopefully it went well though. Ow. Hopefully
I
you're.
steeled myself for the
It was
fight
very
ahead.
sassy.
For as good as I was,
Hopefully you're doing
deep
well.
down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Ouch. This some bitch is loco. Still recovering from your cold. The energy was high. That's good. Can I shoot this guy? Thanks.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Oh. Guy jump scared me. Alright.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. I felt a certain hostility.
You can't hide from me.
How did I miss? Okay, we're good.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Killed a man for snoring. 40 more for breathing. Damn.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Oh, I'm dead.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life.
What?
Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
I didn't get to kill him? I I don't really understand the speed thing.
Thank you, darling.
I think that's why
Yeah,
I failed.
some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, do you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary
Gonna get some sleep.
motivation.
Alright, Candy. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Have a good stream, dude. Thank you. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. And, yeah, get some sleep. Feel better.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickle the nether regions of heaven.
Long time ago, on a mountain far away.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people.
Yep.
The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him. They saw me before I saw them.
Nice.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
I was just walking in a straight line and I couldn't shoot him. Ouch.
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Okay, man.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness. See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
Oh. Okay. Level. Nice. Executioner. Execute nearby enemies. Deal some headshots without even aiming. Pressing and holding Q will eat up all your concentration in exchange for marking nearby enemies for execution with perfect headshots. The more concentration you sacrifice, the more of them will die. Nice. The golden rifle. Very nice. Ooh, 12 rounds, huh?
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben.
Big as hell.
Chiricahua
Man.
had hid out there during the Indian Wars. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to 2 Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy.
Nag, nag, nag.
Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death. I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
Ah, yes.
As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until the venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk. I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
This guy's got actual plot armor. This is crazy.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
Oh, definitely not.
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady. I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into it.
I missed.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least
I dodged
100
the wrong way.
Apaches surrounding me.
Idiot. Pressed F instead of D. I took my hand off my keyboard.
Well, son, there had to be
You
at least
idiot.
100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly.
Hey, 1 second.
But there were a lot of them.
Fucking Spider-Man. Ew. What the heck? I hate spiders. Ew. Okay. What's up, Pookie? Zany boy, LOL. Yo, what's up, Zane? I assume that's Zane. There's only one person crazy enough to call me Pookie. Forgot I was on another account. You are Pookie. Aw.
And in the end,
The nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into
Son of a bitch. On all levels, even physical, he is a wolf.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
He talks just like you. That's true. We're brothers. See?
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how
you
the
doing,
truth
Zane?
can sometimes
Hopefully you're doing
seem
well.
might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Just been busy lately? That sucks. I hate being busy. That's
Those
the worst.
Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Gonna switch accounts because you don't have any channel points on this one? Rough, dude.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Well,
love
the
him?
locals
Nice.
recognized the Daltons right off.
Bang.
Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a
You're
job
back?
in
You're
their
welcome
own damn
back.
hometown. The boys grew up in Coffeeville, so everybody knew them. The bank teller tricked them, telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till 9:30. Well, that gave the locals enough time to prepare an ambush for those sons of bitches.
Bang.
We got us an eater. What's wrong, citizen?
Dang, I'm good. I'll get somewhere. Where? Where's the nugget? Bang.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows
Hey,
they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was
We're scrapping
high
it.
noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait till something bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were
Never heard
far
of this
too
game. Is it
proud to
new?
ever lay
It
down
is
their guns.
not new. It came out in 2013. Sil recommended it to me
You went in there alone
because
to
she
confront
said
those
that it might
criminals.
be fun to play or watch. So that ladder just fell from
One
the
of the
sky.
marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind.
Ooh, that's
He
my
saw a
friend.
way to get around to the
There.
back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger. as he
Arcel
did.
reminds me of Fallout. Reminds me of Borderlands. Got kind of like a cel-shaded look.
It's brave men like him who risked their lives to
Yep.
tame this wild country.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
True.
Is
that
Yeehaw.
Silas
Jim
Greaves?
Booth,
Son
Davy
of a
Crockett,
bitch!
who died defending the Alamo.
You can't hide from me.
I mean, I could. I saw you down there.
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that.
Ouch. Ow.
That's right. Run!
Nugget is somewhere nearby. Wink.
Over there!
Easy.
That's Silas Greaves. What the hell?
Bland! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Hell yeah.
His name was Silas
Talking to your brother,
Greaves.
but you did hear
Dust finally
hear me
settled.
mention Borderlands,
He
and I
was
love
the last
Borderlands.
man
Yeah, this is
standing.
Borderlands is kind of what this art style
Sorry,
reminds
kid,
me
but
of.
that just wasn't the way it happened.
Do I ever plan on playing Borderlands on stream? I actually played
It was
Borderlands
early evening,
1
not high noon.
and possibly 2 on stream with Sil, and then I played Borderlands 3 with my friends.
I was late to the party and Coffeeville
couple months
was
ago.
already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe.
I played
and we're all set
a little
to
bit
hightail it
of
out of there.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. You missed it? Yeah. Unfortunately.
Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies. I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
Hey, you got us an ear. What's rules in them?
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. The problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hold up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons, and they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons, which wasn't any surprise, because those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Cheap viewers? Whoa. I have to get those. Love cheap viewers. Those are my favorite kinds. But also, get banned. Easy peasy. Wrecked. Yep.
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The 3rd brother stayed behind to plan me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
Yeah, Sil's laying in bed, kind of napping, I think. So, she's here.
It was him,
spiritually.
the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
What a
Well,
bum,
Dwight,
actually.
who do you think put
Yeah.
all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had...
Yo, accuracy 69%? Let's go. Yes. $69. Woohoo!
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
Somewhere in Missouri.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
We'll track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws.
Hell
But as
yeah.
we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
Damn right. Let me, just do a little bit of that.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks.
Anything in here? Who built that place? Looks like shit.
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color.
Oh.
Red as blood.
Red.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Blink.
Bury him in the swamp.
Am I dumb?
Except for some bitches that
Yes,
really
yes.
wanted to do me harm. So I had to face them alone.
Okay.
I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
When do they get pop-up ads on mobile? I don't know. I wish they would just make
So
Twitch
did you
Mobile
find the
good.
Daltons?
Not yet.
That's all
But
I
did have
want
the
them to do.
questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Just kill him, Christ!
Point being, I was under serious attack, and my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
My reinforcements. Where are they? Idiot.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top
What?
to get a better view, but just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes.
Barn doors is open.
But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started walking, and pretty soon, Steve. Steve!
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
What? Ouch.
Or Indians?
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right.
Okay.
See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
See, Steve?
Oh, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right.
Right.
See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
True. I would know. I have many brothers.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what.
There was dynamite behind me. You are my brother from another mother.
Stop that, son
True. No! Dynamite!
But hell, what's more
Come on.
important than family?
I just want...
I'll bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Ouch! What? Who is shooting me? No, it's fucking dynamite, man. Ah! There you are. Okay, man. I hate this guy. You deserve that. I can't hit anything. This swamp is annoying because I can't like run. How's the aim in this game? It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Shoot, I dare you!
Dude, I dare you. Oh, hey, man. It's, yeah, it's not bad. Doing that? Okay. There we go. I mean, I'm playing it on PC, so it might be different on controller, but I assume that it's not so bad. Ouch. Ow. may check this game out. Yeah, it's not so bad. Ouch. Ow.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them.
I think it'd be cool if they made another one.
Damn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck,
Been
really.
over 10 years since this one came out. So.
Swamps? Yes, it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board.
Oh my God.
It was in that a
Whole
few
goddamn army.
raining down from on high. And those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces. Shoot that asshole!
Oh, don't shoot me, please. Oh, don't do it. Figured there'd be another game. So there were, I think, 3 in this series, but they all came out before this one. The dude, okay. Can I? All right.
Somewhere up there, the Dolphins were waiting on me.
That's right.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Premise of this game is just this guy telling stories while you play through them. Yeah, so it's like, it's talking about a lot of like the old popular names like Billy the Kid and Grey Wolf and like all these like legends of the Old West and how this guy like played a part in all of them. So he's in a saloon telling these guys at a table like his experience doing that. Why did it do that? I did not throw that. I did not throw that. I did not. Nothing over here. Okay. Oh.
Right about then.
Okay.
Much to my relief,
I
the
just shot
vigilantes
that guy in
finally
the
arrived.
chest.
Their leader motioned
Oops.
at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him
No!
out. I'm sending you to hell.
No! Not hell. I don't want to go to hell.
The Daltons had played
Not
me
so
like a
tough after
fiddle.
all this.
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
We're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed.
Wait.
I don't think they're even
So anyway,
Don't be stupid,
So
Steve. They know
anyway.
what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Breeze?
I took in a lot of smoke that
Titanic
day, so I
is
admit my
unsinkable.
recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. It was time to settle this once and for all.
He doesn't know.
Bob and Grat weren't about
Ditch.
to come at me one at a time. They were in this together.
Yeah, let me level up. Don't stop your killing frenzy so soon. Your combo meter will stay active. I don't care about that. Revolver ammo capacity increased. Yes, please.
Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Okay. That didn't work very well. Adjust your hand position using A and D for a faster draw. I don't understand what that means. Oh, I see. Like, over the gun. Fuck, there's so much shit that I have to focus on. God damn it. Okay, I have to focus on the guy in the back first. Fucker. Be back later? Alright. Sorry your, this stream is laggy for you. God damn it, man. Bro, there's like my eyes need to go in 3 different fucking places and I only have 2 eyes.
They got it wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds.
First try.
Paroled 14 years later. He moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his 2 brothers.
His 2 brothers.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
Wild Bunch. Juarez. 1868.
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. and I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives.
God damn it, Jim.
Those boys didn't want us coming for them
A piece
later.
of shit.
Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
I'm gonna kill Bob and Jim. Fuck Jim. By Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid.
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their
Well,
hideout
this isn't my
in the
gun.
Bighorn Mountains.
Where's my gold gun?
Led by Butch Cassidy. They were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Yeah. Fuck you, Bob. My inlaid gun
I found
here.
the device they used to blow the tracks,
No.
so I knew I was headed in the right
Damn you.
direction.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge. What'd you say?
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From
Oh,
there,
it
I had
is.
to negotiate
Nice.
an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Nah, dude. Okay. Yep.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Good God, idiot. Alright, on the run. Reload while sprinting. That's pretty good. I like that.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Okay. That was not my fault. I see.
At times, it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Nice. Cool. Oh, we'd have to shoot the lock off? Nah. I just go around. Where are you going? I saw somebody here. Where'd you go? You lid, Billy?
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a
You
hand.
mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Okay. Thanks for the help, guys.
What the hell is that? Take cover! Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody! Calm down, let's thunder. He'll kill us all! Run! Death is
Nugget nearby. Oh shit. There it is. I ain't going down, am I? No. Oh, okay.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail. Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that. very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Nice. $130 to hell. $310 to Yuma. This ain't my gun.
Brian, but it was as if he
Why are they giving me this
Sometime
gun?
Later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
That Kid Curry's kinda crazy, ain't he? Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado. Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down. Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Somebody's got to have my gun. Improved agility and concentration. Be quick as greased lightning. Okay.
I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
The Union Pacific.
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports. Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5.
That's close.
Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now.
Of course we did.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done,
my inlaid ranger.
I figured I'd find my way from there.
There we go. He's got armor? That's not cool. Ow!
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
Cans and bottles, looks like you can shoot them off. It probably gives experience, too. Okay, maybe not. I know the pumpkins did. And the birds and shit did.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Very convenient. Ouch.
So that was all the dynamite?
Well, funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
You just brought hell back.
Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Give it up now, and I'll let you go.
Where did he get that green shirt? Why does that look like a fucking construction worker's shirt?
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work.
Where did he go?
I needed an alternate path forward.
Green shirt and orange pants? Yeah, I don't know where he got those. Because I don't know if those were a thing at that point. Because that looked like a reflective fucking vest. There's a nugget somewhere. But where? Question. Somewhere over here. Maybe. Did I just miss it? I did. What a dingus. Ugh. Where's it want me to go? It wants me to go there. Okay. Sure. Yep.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell.
Accidentally hit my mic. Wait, there's a nugget somewhere? Where? Oh, I see it. Oh, I got it. Nice.
Releasing it in time would have been unfortunate.
That would have been unfortunate, but it's a good thing I got that thing that I was looking for.
The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment.
Yeah.
Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion.
Oh. Did I miss anything down here? I don't care.
But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore.
Yep. I definitely accepted my death there. And I didn't die, so, you know? Sometimes, things just work out. Okay. My bad, sorry. I'm literally being railroaded right now.
Kill that SOB! Make him bleed! Send him to forget!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
He's crazy than Kid Curry makes me! Not him than a damn fruit!
Ouch. Bruh, come on, man. Okay.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Watch out, it's slippery. Me around women. I mean, women around me. I mean...
It's crazier than a shithouse rat.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Nugget somewhere. Where? Where is it, though? God, it's here. Oh, God.
Stand still so I can kill you.
So I'm gonna guess I'm supposed to just stay behind that rock and throw dynamite. I doubt that.
Come here. Give me a hand here, goddammit!
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down.
Easy.
And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Gonna cut you a new smile.
No! I feel like this is just really hard with mouse and keyboard. I don't know.
As fast as he was, I was just a bit faster. And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Where is she? I mean, he. Where are they? Who's this? Ooh. Kinda good. Alright.
He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Bitch.
Those were his last words.
Honorably killed. Very nice. How many chapters are there in this? I could, depending on how many chapters there are, I might be able to do this in one stream.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kind of glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James.
Jesse James?
Just
the greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday. I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Bro, come on. Bitch.
Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
Now wait a second. How'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the
Let me shoot
James
him.
boys were experts at this.
Let me shoot him. No, God, no.
They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So
That's
Jesse
where I'm
needed
at.
more men
I mean, not
and
Northfield,
took on the
but-
killer I was after, along with
Minnesota
a host of
mention?
others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head. Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that.
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome.
Minnesota name drop.
I'm
Damn
finding
right.
this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way,
that's
did
not
I
what I
mention that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
What's up, chicken? Bro, come on, man.
Come out, you yellow bastard!
Whoa. Hey, there's my inlaid 6-shooter. That's what I want. Hell yeah, brother.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you. I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
No. Incorrect.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse
There's
James?
a nugget.
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't
that is-
learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some bitch saw me and shouted out, "It's a damn Pinkerton!"
Whoa!
Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. It was no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember.
I bet you are.
Got him. Through the wall. Easy peasy. Up.
Come and get me, you got the guts! Get
dogs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward. I wondered if I was ever gonna find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Ow.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did.
There's a nugget.
Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Easy.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Sir? Okay.
There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day. It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
Okay.
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah, Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
I
What about
shot
that
him in the
Jim
head.
fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again.
Yeah, he just hung up his guns. I
first
gave him a
I need to wet
lobotomy
my
with a
whistle.
bullet, and he just hung up his guns. Very honorable. Lobotomy with a bullet. That's how it happened. Yeah, I remember. I was there. I did it. I'm a doctor.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim.
This
I followed
is
those
not
bastards
my
into the high
gun.
mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. A perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, Before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Okay, that guy just appeared there.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul. Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with
Sawed-off rifle.
Like
what?
that time. Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
It sucks. My golden rifle
You
back.
carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
I see you back there.
Will grow until it consumes everything you are.
So, did you ever find him?
Who?
The man you were after.
What?
Let me ask
Why-
you something, Ben.
What?
You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
Oh, death. Oh, death.
Death. Mm-hmm.
Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me?
Sing it, man.
Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death. Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year? Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Hell yeah.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Ow! I don't see anyone.
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me. Well, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead. It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite? On your person?
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Take him out! He's just one man left! Put him down! Walk that bastard dead!
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
Didn't even realize that a melee kill is called a handshake. Yeah.
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life! Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will! At this point, I just don't give a shit!
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him! I never did like that bastard! I am done here!
We parted in peace as
Nice
Frank
chops,
pointed
bro.
out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
A nugget? There's a nugget somewhere. Where's the nugget? Give it to me. Oh.
So, what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts, as I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again.
Ouch. Ouch.
Rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Got him.
Son of a bitch! It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill
Bro, the body was blocking the bullet.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed. I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Walking around, jackass.
And repay him I did.
Bang. Nice.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame he never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Back to episode 7.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
Good, the bad, and the dead. I pressed the wrong button.
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others.
What in the fuck?
For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
Hell yeah.
Nothing could stop me from taking his life. Been after that
Here's
killer
my
forever.
gun.
From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that
Where
fairy tale, you mean?
Is the
Suddenly it
nugget?
was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades.
Am I supposed to go in here? It seems like it. Ah.
Town was falling apart, just like me.
Well,
But I wasn't about to call it quits.
I didn't want to like press the button there, but since I was trying to walk, it just auto-inputted whatever I was pressing. Nugget. I turned the wrong way, idiot. God damn it. So goddamn angry.
Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
I couldn't see where the bullet was coming from because there was a dead body in the way. Fuck. My bad. Some dynamite everywhere. Oh, the dynamite is everywhere.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us today.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Blowing them
Because
damn
when I
cells
woke
up. Yeah.
From the dead?
There was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Really?
Billy the Kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop.
Really?
Here and there. Even over there.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr.
Hello,
Greaves,
Billy.
perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition. I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
Bruh.
In the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Harding, just like I remembered him.
It's a soundtrack. Oh, nugget. There's a nugget somewhere. I think it's upstairs waiting for me. Can I? Oh. What? I can't get upstairs. Let me in. What? Oh, it's right there. I'm an idiot.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
Ouch. Bro, I can't see them.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longbottom.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was alive.
Hey, man. Oh, what are you doing? Ouch. Oh. Okay, come on, come on.
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Oh shit.
But the kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
I shot you several
Those two
times,
looked like
man.
they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Etta's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay. So there's like points where I'm not getting any like focus, so I probably have to switch targets then, I guess. Okay, maybe not. I'm not sure. Fuck me.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Nice. Finale.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh, man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
No. It's been Bob the entire time.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
But you can't, Bob. Revenge, but Grey Wolf told me to not wallow in despair and try and get revenge. Good ending?
why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
What do you plan to do with your life, Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be
bitches.
leaving for West Point, sir.
Get money?
You want to be a soldier? Well, then do it right, son. Don't tear down the world out of anger and spite like I did. You build it up. You do something decent with your life. You hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
Woohoo! Fuck you, Bob. Fuck you.
Ooh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Won't you spare me over till another year?
That was a really short game. Only 3 hours. But it's cool. New game plus. Whoa. The nuggets. I got so many nuggets. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the nuggets, though. Not a true fan. Stinky Springs. Yeah, cool. Nice. We did it. We beat the game. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll probably upload this to YouTube, so all you YouTube people can also watch it if you'd like. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Candy, thank you for the sub. Apathetic, thank you for the gift sub. And for the 103 bits or something like that, 104. And then Zane, thank you for coming in as well. Appreciate it very much. And of course, the wonderful mod and artist, Donut Sharky. Thank you so much for coming in. Anybody else who came in, lurked, whatever, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And hey, hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't fucking know. My life is in shambles, so who fucking knows. But yeah, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it very much, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.